Hi, welcome back to Airsoft Action TV. I'm Tom Anvil Hibberd and I'm here with Ben Webb of ASG. We're also at this really interesting site, which is the Vault Airsoft's new top secret test and potential site location. And Ben's here to talk about the 2018 revision to the EVO.
Hi, we have the 2018 EVO, slightly revised design. As you can see from the outside, it doesn't look any different from the EVO that we all know and love, but we've got a few very special tweaks inside this gun that set it apart from the previous design. Do you want to know some more about them?
I'd love to know all about it, Ben.
So Tom, the core of the 2018 revision EVO is a newly redesigned gearbox shell. As you might know, the original EVO gearbox shell was a proprietary design, designed by ASG and manufactured in Denmark, as is the whole gun. But this one is taking on board some learnings in both manufacture and performance enhancements. If you want to have a feel of that gearbox, you'll notice it's a lot heavier than the old design.
It is, significantly.
Yeah, about double the weight, and that's because it now uses a zinc alloy as opposed to an aluminium alloy. The zinc alloy is a lot easier to cast and comes out with much more consistent castings. To enhance that, there's also quite a few little design tweaks.
It looks to me, Ben, like it's been cast and then there's been some CNC manufacturing done.
Yeah, instead of trying to do all of the detail work in one go, the casting is now a blank, and then that's run through a CNC machining process. The two areas that are, or three areas that are refined by CNC machining are the base plate, where the motor and the pistol grip meet the casing. That's got to be a pretty specific angle.
That's got to be really specific, and the dimensions got to be really bang on.
Yeah, so that's planed off, and the thread holes are tapped in there. The other area, which makes a massive difference to the feel of the gun, is the selector plate channels. Instead of those being cast in as one piece in one process, they're now cast in as a blank. And if you look at the gearbox shell closely, you can see where a CNC machine is run through.
And we'll show you that in close up.
That means we can refine the depth and dimensions of the selector plate guides, meaning that the selector feels a lot more accurate, precise, and incrementally just really positive. On top of that, CNC machining is applied to the wiring guides, which means the wiring guides can be made a little softer. In the past, they used to be a little bit abrasive to the wires, so if you assembled and disassembled your gun a few times, the wiring might start to suffer. Now the edges are really soft and smooth, so you can poke the wiring in there, keep them securely held where they should be, and it doesn't wear down on the insulation of the wiring.
When we were talking earlier, you were saying something to me about the position of the bushings now.
Yeah, internally the gearbox has been tweaked a little. The gear axles now sit very slightly closer together, and that means the gear teeth actually mesh together with more metal on metal contact, which means the stock gears will last longer, or any other gears that you choose to fit in it will actually last longer. The mechanical strength will be greater because there's more metal on metal contact.
Makes sense.
The downside might be that third-party gears perhaps won't fit in there as reliably. There might be some more compatibility issues. We can't control the size of third-party gears, but we know our ultimate gears fit in there perfectly, and the stock gears fit in there and perform absolutely wonderfully.
Okay, so as well as the gearbox, Ben's got a lot of news about the piston, cylinder and cylinder head as well.
Yep, another new component, or a couple of components that have been updated here, are the piston assembly. That's the piston body and the piston head. These are new ASG manufactured products, just like the old components were. They're manufactured in Denmark as well, but these have been refined too. You can tell immediately because these now bear ASG logos on both the piston body near the teeth and on the piston head.
Very smart.
Which is a polymer ventilated component. Seals absolutely perfectly inside the cylinder that I'll show you shortly. We've got 6 metal teeth on this piston, and overall the body geometry is refined to fit absolutely perfectly inside the gearbox shell I just showed you.
So I hear a lot of noise about AOE on the forums and Facebook and stuff, and you were telling me that the angle of engagement is absolutely perfectly set.
Yeah, that's refined to work absolutely perfectly inside the stock gearbox.
Brilliant.
If you want to go changing parts, you might want to pay some attention to that, but with the stock components, they're made to fit absolutely perfectly.
Fantastic.
As you can see, ventilated piston head is spaced correctly as well, and with a couple of component updates I'll show you in a moment, you'll see why the angle of engagement is absolutely spot on.
Fantastic. Okay, Ben, you were talking about the cylinder and cylinder head earlier, and you've got them here to show me.
Yep, the cylinder is a new steel component, black oxide coating, obviously made from steel tubing to be a perfect fit with the gearbox shell,
Yep.
Also the piston itself. You can spot this now by the ASG port logo, which is a really cute little
That's a
update.
very cute
in that.
touch, yeah.
Instead of it just being a slot in the old one, it's now a special laser cut or tool stamped.
It's nice to see that attention to detail.
Yeah, it makes it very easy to identify what gun you have.
Yeah.
You can also tell from a couple of little details on the gearbox shell, looking from the outside of the gun, which one you have. But when you dig down a little bit deeper, you'll be able to tell which year model this gun belongs to. So to complement this piston, this cylinder, we've also got a new cylinder head.
And this looks fantastic.
Yeah, the cylinder head is a little bit special, and it's something that we really want to fit into our upgrade parts lineup. This will be brought out as an individual upgrade part in the future, because the design of this cylinder will benefit
I've not
all
seen
AEGs.
anything like this before. It's really, really cool.
No, it's a design that the head honcho from ASG thought up a few years ago and has been slowly refining over time. Unlike normal cylinder heads, which use an O-ring arrangement, this uses a special base cup. So you've got a two-piece system here. You've got your cylinder head itself, and you've also got a cylinder head cup, which is a rubber component, squashy kind of design. And essentially this combines the O-ring that you'd usually fit to a cylinder head, maybe 2 or 3 O-rings on some cylinder heads.
2 on a lot of my guns.
And a sorbo pad.
Yeah, so imagine when the piston head hits that, it expands the rubber out.
Yeah.
So not only does it absorb the impact really well, it creates an even better seal with the cylinder.
With every single impact, the seal gets
really
even
clever.
better.
Really clever.
It also means it inherently stays together. In use, this is actually being pushed together tighter than it would be.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry
so the moment you really need the best compression, you're getting the best compression.
Yeah, it's fully under full compression, and it actually squeezes the seal even tighter. So this works as a combined sorbo pad and air seal.
Brilliant.
All in one go. Like I say, it works fantastically in the Evo already with a fantastic near perfect air seal, but we want to bring this out as an individual component to fit into...
So that fits normal version 2, version 3
well,
gearboxes?
this should be compatible with a version 2 gearbox already, however it's not quite available as a version 2 package.
Sure.
It may need a little bit more refinement before it's available.
So don't get too excited about that,
but keep an eye on it. When in use, this kind of dampens the sound of the gun.
Yep.
That combined with the gearbox shell means the Evo 2018 model actually sounds kind of deeper and more intimidating than ever before.
We've heard it already and it sounds awesome.
Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to give it to Gadge, and he's going to have a run through this test facility at the Vault Airsoft and see how he feels about it. And we'll show you some footage of that in a moment, I think.
That's been brilliant. Ben, thanks for coming in and talking to us. I've been Tom Anvil Hibberd. We're going to show you Gadge's running gun footage just now. Gadge, you've just been using the 2018 revision of the Evo, and you're a tiny bit out of breath because I've just made you run up and down this building about 20 times.
Up and downstairs through smoke, thanks Tom. Yeah.
How was it?
It's really crisp.
Yeah.
I mean, you know I'm an Evo fan. I didn't think you could actually improve on the original, so I'm a bit of a fanboy. However, it's really, really responsive. It's got a slightly kickier spring in the mine at the moment. It's got a 350 FPS rating from the spring that's in it. So it's currently running 1100, 11.1, sorry, right? And normally you wouldn't want to do that on a stock Evo because the recommendations, I actually think you'd be safe as houses with that.
Yeah.
It's not in any way overspinning or not feeding properly, and nothing's wrong with it at all.
It also it sounds really meaty.
Sounds chunky,
sounds lovely, doesn't it? Yeah. And it's a bit heavier than the...
Yeah, I mean it's got no accessories on compared to normally. I've got loads of gubbins on.
No, yours has got all sorts of knots and clanging off.
Yeah, you can feel the extra weight. It's a little bit heavier on the front end, but that's not a bad thing. It actually feels a little bit more like a genuine sort of like SMG, you know. I mean, given that it's modelled entirely on the CZ original, it's probably not surprising, is it? But, you know, so far from me, thumbs up, mate.
You've really enjoyed using that, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think you could do much to improve on the original, but they have.
Brilliant.
It just seems like a little bit snappier.
Well, I've been Tom Anvil Hibberd.
And I'm Gareth Harvey.
If you really like the Evo, drop us a comment. Please like, subscribe, ding the bell.
Tell us your experiences with it.
Brilliant. We'll see you next time.